Okay, I am joined with Andy Stewart, the 2015 Sport and I Talent Coach, and also the UK Performance Development Coach of the Year. First of all, Andy, congratulations on what has been a remarkable year.
Thank you.
How would you sum it up?
Yeah, in one word, it's been a fantastic year. From a perspective of a lot of the players in which I've been coaching, the performance levels really developed over the last 12 months. From a lot of the players are now winning within the UK, especially at Gold Star level now as well, which is really good. Also from a personal perspective, winning the Sport Northern Ireland Talent Development Coach of the Year was great, and then to top it off again last week to win the Sports Coach UK Performance Development Coach of the Year was brilliant. So in one word, it's been a fantastic year.
Andy, what's your current coaching role in Ulster, and how long have you been doing this?
Okay, my official title for Ulster Badminton is the Talent ID and Development Officer. I've been in that post for around 3 years now. My coaching role within Ulster Badminton is with the Lisburn Emerging Performance Squad, and I've been in that role for about 5 years now, from about 2010-11.
Andy, how did you get into coaching?
Well, I achieved my level 1 coaching qualification at quite a young age, 17 years old, while I was still playing, and at that time I was doing a lot of private coaching, summer schemes within a little bit of the clubs. But when it really kind of kicked off into coaching was when I was training professionally in Sweden. The club I worked or played for offered me the post of the badminton school head coach, and that's when I really got into coaching from then.
And what's been your journey? Give us a summary of your coaching journey since then.
Okay, as I say there, I was pretty much started properly coaching for when I was head coach of the badminton school at BNK Vetlestad in Sweden. It was nice to get into coaching. It's something I never thought I would go into, but it just turns out I really enjoyed it once I started it. So that was a really pleasurable thing, doing something I really enjoy. From there, I progressed to the head coach of the club, so BNK Vetlestad again. And within that time, I progressed up to the under-19 and under-17 assistant national coaches for the Swedish national team. After that, I moved home to actually the west of Ireland, and I was the high performance coach in Connacht for a year. And then the opportunity came up to work within Ulster Badminton, so I did, with the Emerging Performance Squad. And I moved home from there, and I've been working there for the past 5 years. Recently I was selected on the GB Elite Coach Programme, which is another stepping stone in my journey. There's only 5 coaches within the UK I've been selected onto it, so it was a great achievement, and it's been brilliant for my development as a coach. Obviously recently, the journey of winning a couple of awards, obviously being topped off with the UK Sport Coaching Awards. It's always great to be recognised by your peers, so it's kind of a quick overview of my journey.
Okay, and you talked about achievement there. What would you say is your own personal coaching achievement? What's been the biggest for you?
Tough to pinpoint one, because I've had quite a few good numbers. I think one of the top ones would be winning the Power World Championship with Niall McVeigh in 2013. Not only the actual event, which he actually went out and won it, it was actually leading up to that. The 2-year plan was set out, and really stuck to it, and really developed over those 2 years, and really executed our game plans. And we're actually at the World Championships, and he played his best badminton he's ever played at that championship. So that was a big achievement for me personally. But also winning the Sports Coach UK Performance Development Coach of the Year is an achievement, personal achievement. To be, as I say, recognised by your peers, to be a good coach, a top coach is very, very special. So one of those was up there with that top one.
And Andy, what would you say motivates you?
Simply developing players. I love seeing the progress that players make, using the correct coaching styles and coaching techniques at the correct age for them. It's just to develop them over a long period of time. So that's what I love about coaching. You can see the development of a player over a long period of time, and one of the things you can see is they actually grow as a person as well over that period of time. You can see them evolve and develop themselves, so it's a great thing to have.
And you mentioned earlier about the GB Elite Coach Programme, Development Programme, and only one of 5 coaches. Could you tell us about the aim of that programme and what is involved?
Yeah, okay. Well, the aim of of the programme is to expose and educate coaches to a world-class coaching environment. It's obviously trying to give us the tools to support players to win medals at major championships. This involves visits, roughly around monthly visits to Milton Keynes National Centre in England, and also involves mentoring from one of the GB national coaches. Basically, you're actually coaching in there with the world-class players, whether it be daily training, monthly training, or at major events. So that's basically what's the aim of the programme, is to get us exposed to and educated to world-class coaching.
Okay, and what do you feel a programme like the GB programme? What do you feel? Why is that important for coach development?
Well, first and foremost, it gives you great exposure to what a world-class training environment is, and obviously exposure to world-class coaching. Basically, the idea from the programme is that we get exposed to this, and for me personally, I can bring this back into Ulster and implement a lot of the things that they're seeing at world-class level into our training environment in Ulster, which is only going to be good for Ulster and develop the players.
And what have you found to be the best parts of the programme?
Being on court with world-class players, with the top-level players, with the GB players is great. You have daily coaching with them when we're in there working. Also being at major events with those guys, just getting in there and seeing different things that they do in preparation for events, debriefs, video analysis, all these different areas has been great. But mainly being on court and just learning. In my view, the best way to develop as a coach is actual experience. So actually coaching yourself. So it's one of the big things that I find is the best thing about the programme.
And what advice would you give to coaches out there that aspire to coach at the level you're working at?
Never stop learning. You can learn from anybody, in my view, whether it be one sentence or a whole load of things. You can never stop learning. Another thing, as I mentioned there, is basically experience. Just try and get out there and coach. Don't be prepared to fail when you're in those coaching environments, because when you learn more from failure than you do from your successes, to be honest. So basically, yeah, just get in there and experience coaching.
And what's the plan for your coaching in 2016?
Well, yeah, I really want to push on from 2015. Don't really want to rest, and I've had a great year, obviously, but I really want to push on from that. I want to obviously continue to develop the players I'm currently working with. I want them to start to achieve things at the international level and continue working with them. Obviously, I've got a little bit of money now from a bursary from winning one of these awards, so I'm basically going to try and use that little bit of bursary money to travel around Europe to try and get into some national centres there and see the different training methods from other countries, just to broaden my knowledge. Basically, yeah, bring that back hopefully to Northern Ireland and Ulster, and put a plan in place to basically develop them the players the best that they can.
Okay, Andy, thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you later.
Thanks very much. Cheers.